So apparently there's an episode of Apothecary Diaries out right now. It's been up for a week, and I didn't know that. I thought we were still on break. I think I got all mixed up because of like me being so behind and then doing like four or so episodes like in a row. And then by the time I did those, I thought we had like a full other week when realistically we like I guess we even did. I don't know. It's weird. I could have sworn we had one more week and then it was going to come out. And then like tomorrow's episode, because I'm recording this on the Friday. So the one that comes out on the Saturday is what I was assuming was when we would return. But I guess I'm a week late and I literally just figured that out. I apologize for this not being up before that. Anyways, it's going to be here now and we are going to move forward into core number 2. Mao Mao is going back to the palace, it appears, and she comes forward, makes a large offer, you know, not even an offer, but it is kind of like an offer in a way because he was able to get her poison medicine thingy, whatever it is that she wanted, and he's able to get that for her as like a, you know, declaration that he needed her and he wants her, and also was able to basically, I'm assuming, pay back and buy her out, and buy out like whatever it is that she still owed the old lady, and now she can kind of go back to the palace, which is going to set up some interesting things that we still have to go forward. We have a new concubine coming in. Who that's going to be, we don't know. I have speculated and said before it can be Mao Mao, but I just don't think that fits in the story because that's just weird. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right to me, so I'm gonna say no. But apparently that is possible. A couple of you did say that. What her role is going to be, I'm assuming, is more of the same. And then I'm assuming we're probably going to introduce something with the concubine having like issues regarding her, or something with her initially. I think would be the easiest thing for us to grasp onto because we do have to introduce that person. How long she was away to, I don't actually know. I think it might have just been a couple days or like a week or something. So probably not too much is going down within the palace that we need to like really catch up on, and we should probably be good there. I am curious too, like she's contracted to work, I'm assuming, still within the palace, and she's not just willingly kind of coming back. So how long is she supposed to be here now? Wages, like there's a bunch of things that I guess they may have to get into and figure out, unless she's on like the exact same sort of deal and things that she was on before. But we'll have to end up kind of going forward and seeing, and I'm very excited for that. This is a Toho show. It will be blocked at some other point. I'm gonna try some different things with the audio, I think, this episode, so if it does sound funny, I apologize. Just trying to work on ways to kind of get around their detection of like copyright and stuff for the audio used, because for whatever reason they're the only company that's hard to deal with. So I'm gonna actually start trying to do some different things here, so if it sounds funny, I do apologize for that. If you're watching it late, you can check the link in the description or in the comments, and I'll have the link posted for you to actually still watch the reaction after I have to remove it from this portion. If you like it all, the like and subscribe to me lots of me. Feel free to stick around for the discussion, leave any comments for this subsidiary series. Let's go on with episode 13. Oh, I'm also using new subs. A lot of you kind of pointed out that I should probably do that, so we're using different subs this time.
本気ですか？
さてどうする？陳の花園を手入れする庭師であろう、お前は。
食えないお方だ。
Well, it is your dad.
凡人に毛が生えた程度のもの。なのに外見だけは誰よりも秀でたものがついてきた。
Thank your mom for that, who he just fucking got rid of.
が欲しいものはなかなか手に入らない。
Damn. Is there a new OP
昔は
and
気に
stuff
入ら
too,
な
I
かった
wonder?
が、今はもう割り切っている。甘い眼差し、甘い声。他人より秀でたものを最大限利用してやる。
I'll seduce this man.
分かっている。所詮帝の手の上であがく子供に過ぎない。
Yep.
でも何だってやってやる。それが自分の道を選ぶ唯一の方法だ。
Oh, there is. So is his declaration, I'll do as you say, I'll play my role, but at the same time, I can use these different things that I was kind of blessed with to my advantage, and I can do what I need to kind of play my own role in it. That was a fun little transition there. My God, that guy is fucking jacked. See the body on that man? God. Serve in the outer court. Oh, we're going to the outer court? You don't know that.
仕事行くのにシャレるのは技術くらいなもんでしょ。それに見合う人間になろうと思わないわけ？
I dress
サポート
fine.
感謝して生きていかないと、せっかくの乗客だって逃げちゃうんだから。歌や将棋や語で客を楽しませる知性があるからだ。
Damn.
マオマオ。大荷物ね。
帰り姉ちゃん、ジョカ姉ちゃん。
しっかり稼いでお
Go
いて。
get that bag, girl.
わかった。ついでに乗客も連れてきてくれると嬉しいわ。
She's already done it once.
いい旦那を見つけてくるんだよ。
Although he didn't really pay much.
途中仮想の誘惑に負けたが、今思えばちと軽率だったかもしれない。
It's alright.
周りも好きにしなさいって言ってくれたけど。
You gotta live your life too. Also, he doesn't pay too much attention to you when you're
あれは
around.
どういうことだろう。
ずいぶんもらったね。
どうしよう。すり鉢もヤゲンも絶対必要だし、帳面もいるだろう。これ以上下着を減らすのは。
マオマオや、多分それは持ってはいけないよ。
ね。
いかんでもないのにそんなものを持っていけば、毒殺でも企んでいるのかと疑われるからね。
But it's a hobby. Can you ask him about his time there? Why do we just avoid conversation with him? I have questions I want the answer to.
なんだい、ずいぶん久しぶりだね。もう子供じゃないんじゃなかったの。
いつでも帰ってこれるからさ。
そうだね。いつでも帰っておいで。
He means it in a different
母親は
way,
いない。
but
でも、優しい親父とうるさいババア、
mm.
賑やかな姉ちゃんたちはたくさんいる。いつでも帰ってこられるからさ。
What exactly is the role they're giving her, though? It's entirely different, right?
人士様。
Oh. Really did her up. Damn.
うちの子をよろしくお願いします。では行きましょう。
あ
気をつけて。
人士様のせいですよ。部屋に注目されました。
それはお前が。
I can't even look at you without being fucking stunned. I will say she looks significantly better to me here than she usually does whenever they try and like really dress her up. Because she looks a little bit more natural.
いつものそばかす顔に戻してて。
Too many fucking people looking at you.
わかりました。
あの三姫がいるところだよな。
六召喚。
何やってんだこの人は。
You're not even laying an eye on her.
それでこちらは？
俺の家だ。
なぜ？
We're living over here now? Oh my god. Brilliant.
ガウシュン様、てっきり高級
Oh,
へ
no,
戻
no,
る
no,
のかと
no.
思っていたのですが。
一度辞めさせた手前、そう簡単に戻ることはできません。今度は外邸で働くことになります。
Nice. The outer court. Hopefully we can still see some of our people though. I really want to see Gyokyo still. I want to see the girl that we always talk with. I like the little coats that they get.
あなたがシャオマをね。
坊ちゃん。
あなたなら大丈夫そうね。
No.
水球で使っていた部屋と同じくらいか。これにかまどと近くに井戸があれ
お
ば。
前に下働きをさせる気はないのだが。
You're just gonna help me with all my
外邸で働い
investigations,
てもら
right?
うと言ったろ。感情試験を受けてもらうぞ。
Oh my god.
感情試験？
全だけ手伝ってくれる？
はい。他の事情は。
Shows
いない
her.
わ。執務室の方はともかく、お部屋のことは任せられなくてね。
Mm.
出たことはあったんだけど、ま、いろいろあって続かないのよね。
So they're brilliant,
サイン
bro.
罪で釣れたか？
朝毛ですよ。
Treat him like a child.
お
無駄な色気を。この部屋にガオシュン様と睡蓮様しか入らない理由がよくわかる。
Yeah.
女なら色気に当てて
Yeah.
のぼせ上がり、男なら押し倒しているところだろう。
I don't know about all
実に
that.
罪深い性質を持つお方である。
お前が良ければ新しい部屋を用意させよ
何の話だ？よくわからないが、かまど井戸付きのチャンス。
Ask what you want. Not like last time.
井戸が近くにある馬屋でも。
う。馬屋か。
はい、馬屋です。
馬屋は却下だ。
急に入り浸っているので暇人かと思いきや、意外と多忙らしい。
Dude, it's because he let all his fucking work back up because he was always in the Rare Palace.
宮殿は広く、建物の名前と部署は手足の指では足りないほどだ。
Damn.
果たして覚えきれるかどうか。興味がないものの物覚えは人並み以下なんだよな。
河川や堤防など水利事業に関わる官庁です。
なるほど。
I don't give a
やっ
fuck.
ぱ高級の方が薬の材料になるものがたくさんあったな。おそらく親父がいた頃に移植していたのだ。
Let me go through all the work.
ここが人士様の執務室か。派手さはないがどれも一級品だ。どんだけ位が高いんだ、あの坊ちゃん。
Very fucking high up.
新入りの観察か。嫌な感じだ。
Gotta put them in their place.
外邸の官女は書記官のようなもの。
Okay. I was wondering what the role was.
家柄と教養があり、高級の寄せ集めの女官たちとはわけが違う。それだけのプライドが。
So we got very capable women here. A little bit more competition almost.
あなた何様のつもりかしら。
I was hired. What am I supposed to do?
育ちもいい
They
な。
grew well out here.
聞いてるの。
No,
どう
I'm
してあなた
looking.
みたいな子が人士様直属なのよ。
あなた方は私に嫉妬しているのですか？
As if. Yeah.
言葉を間違えたな。
Yeah.
私が特別扱いされていると。そんなことあるわけないでしょう。このような仕込めをあの天女のようなお方が相手にするはずないですから。あなた方が思う鬼人はそんな悪食でしょうか。目の前に
He
ア
couldn't
ワビの焼肉がある
possibly.
というのに、わざわざ肉のそげ落とされた鳥の骨を
Alright, bro.
ならなんてマニアックなことでしょうかね。私にはわかりませんが、そのような特殊趣味なのでしょうか。
Yes, he does.
そうですか、特殊趣味。
そんなわけないじゃない。そうよ。
ならなんであなたが雇われている？
I couldn't tell you. Oh, this'll fucking frighten them.
この間やけど薬の実験したからぐちょぐちょなんだよね。麗しき天女のようなお方はお心まで
He's just helping out someone in need.
血を与えてくださるのですから。
行きましょう。
Yeah, I bet you feel bad for hitting her now. That's the one to watch out for right there. She's very different than the others.
お前いつもああいうのに絡まれているのか？
Yeah, this is nothing new.
左手なんて開けて何を？
それでは次の掃除に向かいますので。
勉強の方はやっているのか？
Yeah,
おい。
it's just so boring. So I always was with like school shit. Didn't want to learn half of it, so it was so boring.
シャオマン静かにね。
こうして試験当日を迎え、
Alright, come on, be great, be great.
なぜ落ちる？
なぜ受かると思う？
Bro's literally gonna get fired again at this rate. She's doing absolutely nothing productive. Oh, the hill.
ここから先はあなたの立ち入る場所ではないはずです。
殴る前に言ってくれないか。白檀の香りと 独特の苦味を帯びたに。
So this dude always lurking. I think give him the creepy music. Yeah, he up to some shit. Oh no. The show's so fun, even in moments like this, in episodes like this, where we don't, I guess, have a ton to like really grasp onto and for me to really go into and talk about. We still come out with just really fun, enjoyable moments, and we do a good job of kind of expanding the palace from what we already kind of know, right? Expanding this world a little bit more, and the people and the characters and stuff that we're going to kind of be interacting with, where we go from, you know, kind of knowing everybody in the situations and how things are kind of handled within the rare palace to now going to the outer palace and being able to see so much extra, right? See the like night and day difference between how each of the characters act and who is actually employed and working here or living here, and also being able to see like different sides of characters like Jinchi and the people that he's been around specifically, or the people that he is around, and you know what his role actually is. And while a lot of that is presented in a way that's fairly straightforward and you can kind of get into it, just it's pretty fun just to kind of go through and expand the already things that we kind of already know within the story, and I think that's pretty cool. And I really like the introduction for it here. We don't need to go overly too heavy or too mysterious with like a lot of the things, while we can still leave the little cliffhanger at the end to kind of introduce us to that. But we get to be introduced to like Mao Mao and her entire new role and everything that's going to be kind of taken about going forward now, and I think that it was done in a pretty good way. We're just going to go through the episode because I don't particularly have a ton I want to even say, if we're being honest. I like the meeting between Jinchi and the Emperor. I like setting the tone of initially starting with them, giving focus to Jinchi, and as we get to see later on, especially in the OP and the ED, there's significantly more focus on him. I'm assuming that means we're going to expand his character a lot more, which we do get to see by us kind of invading his space almost now, being the personal attendant in a way to him, and being somebody who he looks at so highly of course, and you know, have all these other girls and stuff that come in, who I'll talk about a little bit later, who are, you know, speculating these different situations and why he's acting the way he is or treating her the way that he is, right? I think that it does a good job of initially setting us up and kind of doing that. He presents some ideas here that makes me kind of interested. Him talking about, you know, just the way in his appearance and the things that he was kind of given, and the way that he kind of is, and how he's upset with that at one point, but he's learned to kind of grow to love that and kind of accept himself and who he is and use that stuff kind of to his advantage, in numerous different situations. Also talking about how he doesn't actually like the work or being the person who just kind of has to go around and do everything that the Emperor himself kind of tells him to do, and just allowing him to have his like overall plan that he's trying to do, right? But Jinchi's just like, I'm gonna sit in here and I'm gonna have to listen and do the exact things that you want, but I still need to separate and be my own person at the end of the day. And to do that, it seems like he has some sort of plan or some sort of way that he's planning to dictate and kind of go about doing these things, and I don't know exactly what he's trying to get at with this and what he's doing, and I'm assuming we'll learn a lot more as we progress further and kind of understand him a little bit more and the things that he's trying to do. But I do like that he is willing to continuously like do these things, kind of not stand out or do things that make him look a little bit weird or look like he's, you know, trying to do things that necessarily aren't up to exactly, I guess, whatever the Emperor would want, and allowing himself to stand out or act in different sort of ways. The OP was just fine, so in my opinion. I'll need more listens and things before I kind of know, but didn't particularly love the song or anything. Same thing with the visuals. I don't really like the like instant, like the flashing, like the way that we kind of like go from like one scene, like swipe through to the other ones. I just don't like the way that stuff like that is typically presented. I don't know, for whatever reason on my eyes it doesn't settle right, which makes it a little bit more difficult for me to kind of really enjoy. So I don't know, wasn't the biggest fan of it, but it's okay, and I don't have an issue with like the visuals or anything. While they're still not the most spectacular thing, I think that they are pretty good. There was a sequence or two, I believe, in it that I really liked, but I don't remember right now. I'd have to rewatch it to fully know. We move forward and all of her sisters are kind of setting her up and giving her a ton of shit, you know, because of course they got to make her look good as she's going to go and be a court lady and everything, right? Like, we got to make sure that she is presenting herself in like a nicer way, and she's having a great opportunity here and meet all these like new people and these things that she can kind of use to lure them in, you know, and help make money for her sisters and the old lady and everything, right? And like bring people in. So of course we got to make sure that she's left with like a good parting gift at the end of the day too. But I also like how like they're so different on what it is that she wants to do versus like how her sisters kind of view these opportunities and these things. Mao takes in this final moment here with her dad here and being able to just kind of spend a little bit more time with him. I like how her being able to say like, I'll have the opportunity to come home, like I don't have to just like strictly stay there, I can come visit whenever, and him also just being like, yeah, like you actually can. I read it off a little bit more of just not him accepting the role or anything that she's in, but it's more of like, yes, he'll always have a place to come back here no matter the situation or whatever's going on, and we'll kind of always be here for you, which I think is a really, really sweet thing. I love them kind of dressing her up a lot more and making her look like this. It's fantastic look. I think it's significantly more interesting than a lot of the other stuff that they do. I don't know why. I think it's just because the tone down of the makeup that they kind of do on her, and just the coloring's a little bit more muted and a little bit more natural for her. Like none of it's too vibrant or out there, or kind of like the green of her hair or like clashing with like all these different colors and stuff that I don't think like fit too well, where we've seen in different outfits and stuff that they've kind of made her wear before, where I think that this like really fits her extremely well. I like the little coats and everything that they're wearing too for the winter season. I think it looks great. Also Jinshi getting like completely embarrassed in these moments, because you know he's literally just stunned every single time that he looks at her, of course, not wanting anybody else to see her, and telling her anytime that she returns here she has to just wear the freckles and everything and act like her normal self. Absolutely like this, like getting in front trying to block her off and protect her and don't let the others actually see her, which is great. We meet Surin, who is the attendant to Jinshi, and I'm assuming Mao is also now just the personal attendant in his way, so he probably has two at this point. They are the only ones, as we later talk about, you know, having some people come in and out before, but I'm assuming things happen because of the way that Jinshi looks and everything, whether it's being bullied by the other girls and situations like that kind of coming about and then trying to scare off these girls from their position, or it's them trying to go in and seduce him or do whatever, kind of leads him to separate. And also they have to be a little bit more careful about him due to the fact of his role and his position within the palace itself. We can't really have too many outsiders and things kind of taking too much care of him, so we do have to be very selective with the people that we kind of let in. So it is a big accomplishment and a big thing to note, like, hey, we're letting her into our world almost here, without actually like stating anything specific, but I think that's pretty telling of, you know, how much that he cares and trusts for her. Morning time comes about, we end up getting to see Jinshi which I love. I love how Baba was just like, that you're wasted. So much potential of you was just wasted. Absolutely awful. Which is great. Him also telling her like she has to be, so we go into the, you have to be a court lady, right? You have to take the exam, you have to do this. What is the reason for doing that? And that's, I think, the one thing that I don't fully understand from this yet. Why are we going down that route? Like, what is the purpose of that? Is it so that all the other ones don't look at her like she's receiving all the special treatment in the stuff, like, and it makes sense because she is one, like, so he just kind of appointed her? But even then, like, the jealousy and stuff kind of makes plenty of sense too, to still come in. So I don't necessarily see that, but I guess it would just be a bit more common of a thing for her to be there, and he would have something to like fall back on and be like, she passed the test and all this stuff, so she is capable of actually like properly working here and being appointed the position and stuff that she is. Is it more of like reasons like that, or is he have some other reason that he's supposed to be doing this and we're kind of trying to force her into that? I don't know. I do wonder. We kind of get a tour here of a bunch of different things and areas for us to kind of be, where Mao spots that there's plenty of other things planted and stuff that she really wants to go take a look at some other point. We get into a fight with the other court ladies here, who are very unhappy for the most part about her being assigned directly to him and being so close, and what exactly her relation is, and special permission and everything that she's kind of being given, or special treatment and everything that she's given. Makes sense. Like, it's understandable. She gets into a fight with all these people because everybody seems to absolutely hate when she's around him and like the closeness and stuff that he has. I get it, and it's kind of tiring probably for her at the same time too. So like trying to take on these situations and not knowing exactly how to act or react, or, you know, what to give back to them and how far you can really push things is a little bit tough. So of course she ends up getting slapped because saying things that she shouldn't, but she does a good job at kind of flipping it onto like a little bit onto Jinshi and be like, maybe, you know, this person that you've idolized so much and you look up to, and he's this perfect person in your mind, actually doesn't like these things, or is a little bit different or weird, or trying to say these things, and you're like, of course he wouldn't be, like, he's not that kind of person at all, acting like they know him at all, when realistically they don't. But it kind of settles in their mind a little bit that, you know, maybe it is okay that he is doing something like that, because why would he pick somebody that looks like her, or is, you know, not of the same status as them, or whatever the situation is. And then showing them just the markings and everything that she gets where she burns herself on her arms, to be like, hey, I'm just this poor person that he's trying to take care of. And it like reaffirms the things and their beliefs in him. As opposed to the way that he's kind of trying to be, which I think is great. She just makes like clear note too, like, I hate studying for these things. I hate like looking into and actually like having to know these things that I do not give a damn about, which is very true for a lot of people. Like, you're not actually actively putting your mind to these things and trying to learn these things because you don't care and you don't have a proper interest, and there's so much other things that she would much rather do. So it is a little bit harder for actually like sit down and properly learn to study. I love her getting like so overly excited by this when she opens like the box and sees the thing that he gave her and everything, and then getting told to be quiet for all the noise and stuff that she's making. She goes ahead and ends up failing the test. I don't know what ends up happening afterwards in that position. And then she ventures a little bit more further into this palace, you know, and walks around and finds the things that she needs, the things that really do catch her interest, and the things that she wants to check out, where she gets kind of shut down by this girl. This girl's going to play a significant role for whatever the purpose is, and I don't have much of a read or anything to give her. It's very apparent when they show all the girls kind of complaining, you know, about Jinshi and the way that, you know, she's the personal attendant and stuff, and this girl's just kind of silent and sitting in the background, and just the tone of voice and everything that she has, or how she acts in the situation, it's very clear she has a distinct thing about her. Even Mao Mao notes like the way that she, like the scent or whatever it is that's kind of coming off of her, which is also something that probably holds some sort of significance that I'm not really grasping onto. We meet Buddy at the end, who seems absolutely evil just because of the music and everything that they were kind of giving him, and even his design. I wonder what his purpose or who he is. I actually have no clue, but we're going to probably get a little bit more into that going forward. The ED is fine. I like the Jinshi focus and the different, you know, us flipping between him kind of looking outside the window here in these different moments. I also like him, you know, his eyes brighten up for a moment and we switch, and it's almost like you see from his perspective the way that he kind of views her, which is fucking insane, the colors and everything, which I think is absolutely great. I also love all the different moments of like these three or the other, like the other four and everything together. It's really, really sweet. It's like a little wholesome family vibes that we're gonna kind of be going for and getting here, which I really, really enjoy. Fun episode, nothing too insane, but we're gonna keep moving forward, and there'll be more things that get presented, I'm assuming, as we kind of progress a little bit more. The closeness and like relationship between Mao Mao and Jinshi continues to kind of seem like they're understanding and getting more and more comfortable with each other as the episodes kind of progress, which I think is really, really good, because there's no like immediate romantic focus that's really getting placed on any of these moments and these things, but it's more of just like people who kind of are growing to understand each other and the positions and the things that they've kind of been through, and how much they like being around each other, even though Mao Mao doesn't necessarily like being around Jinshi, I guess, too much, but still him liking to, you know, be around her. And I'm assuming as she gets kind of removed from it, she's going to understand the great things and the positions and stuff that he's kind of offered her or put her in, that's going to make her, you know, be more appreciative towards him. And we're going to keep progressing them in a good way too, which I think is pretty cool. And I'm excited to see what comes next. If you like that, like and subscribe to me, not to me, feel free to check out the videos and channel, leave comments with this specific series. I will be back probably tomorrow, because I was not aware there was an episode today. And we'll be here for episode 14. You guys have a good one. Peace.